The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
At that time, so many people were crowding together that they were trampling one another underfoot. Jesus began to speak first to his disciples, "Beware of the leaven, that is the hypocrisy of the Pharisees. There is nothing concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be known. Therefore, whatever you have said in the darkness will be heard in the light, and what you have whispered behind closed doors will be proclaimed on the housetops. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but after that can do no more. I shall show you whom to fear. Be afraid of the one who after killing has the power to cast into Gehenna. Yes, I tell you, be afraid of that one. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 small coins? Yet not one of them has escaped the notice of God. Even the hairs of your head have all been counted. Do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated.
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat, mga kapatid, at gayon din naman sa mga kapatid natin nasa kanilang mga tahanan. At pinagdadasal din natin ang mga intensyon ng ating mga overseas workers, mga nagtatrabaho at naninirahan sa ibang bansa. Ngayon ay kapistahan ni St. Margaret Mary Alacoque. At kung napapansin ninyo, halos yung mga santa at santo na ating pinagninilayan ay laging nakaugnay sa kanilang mga huling salita. Si Saint Lorenzo Ruiz, halimbawa, ang kanyang huling salita bago siya mamatay ay, "Kung meron lang ako 1,000 buhay, ito'y iaalay ko sa Diyos." Bago namatay si Santa Teresa of Lisieux, ang kanyang huling mga binigkas ay, "Jesus, I love you." At ito namang si Margaret Mary Alacoque, bago din siya mamatay, meron siyang binigkas din na hanggang ngayon ay umaalingaw. Bago siya bawian ng buhay, ang sabi ni Saint Margaret Mary Alacoque, "There is only one thing that I need. Only one thing I need, and that is God, and to lose myself in the heart of Jesus. There is only one thing I need, and that is God, and to lose myself in the heart of Jesus." Ito yung mga salitang hanggang ngayon ay ating pinagpapatuloy sa ating debosyon sa banal na puso ni Jesus. To lose ourselves in the heart of Jesus. Because in the heart of Jesus, there is peace and joy and hope. Sa ating ebanghelyo, sinasabi ni Jesus, huwag kayong masyadong mag-alala. Huwag kayong masyadong binabalot ng takot. You are worth more than many sparrows. Kaya nga sabi din ng ating Panginoon, "Come to me, all you who are weary and find life burdensome, and I will give you rest." To lose ourselves in the heart of Jesus. That is the most wonderful thing to do every day, and in fact, every moment of our life. Na tayo ay humilig sa dibdib ni Jesus, katulad ni Juan sa Ebanghelyo. Katulad ni Margaret Mary, we lose ourselves in the loving heart of Jesus. Sa maraming tao ngayon, napakaraming mga hirap ang pinagdadaanan, napakaraming mga pag-aalala, maraming pagod na, at maraming nawawalan na ng pag-asa. Ang buhay ni Margaret Mary ay katulad din ng buhay natin. Siya ay dumaan din sa maraming hirap. Namatay ng maaga ang kanyang tatay, kaya kailangan nilang magtrabaho at magsikap ng kanyang ina. At siya din mismo, nung kanyang kabataan, ay nagkasakit ng malubha, almost to the point of death for so many years. So ang kanilang pamilya naghirap nung mamatay ang kanilang tatay, at ang kanilang mga ari-arian ay kinamkam ng kanilang mga kamag-anak. Kaya yung kwento ni Cinderella na pinahirapan ng kanyang mga kinakapatid ay ganun ang kwento ni Margaret Mary. Naghirap silang pamilya dahil ang kanilang mga pag-aari at ari-arian ay kinuha ng kanilang mga kamag-anak. So she suffered greatly in her life. And she decided to enter the convent to become a visitation nun in Paray-le-Monial in France. This was in the 17th century. At nung pumasok siya ng konbento, akala niya ay magiging madali na lang ang lahat. Kasi she was thinking the convent would be heaven for her. Akala niya lahat ng tao sa konbento ay mabait. Akala niya ang mga madre ay magaganda ang ugali. Pero nagkamali siya. Because when she was sharing her vision of Jesus sa kanyang mga panalangin, nung binabahagi na niya sa mga kapwa niya madre ang kanyang mga nakikita sa kanyang panalangin, Jesus appearing to her privately in visions, in a series of visions, walang maniwala sa kanya, and she was accused of being delusional, nasisiraan na ng bait. And so she suffered again. Hirap na sa kanyang pamilya, hirap pa siya sa kumbento. And but she found only one consolation, and that is to find rest and love in the heart of Jesus. And that is why she is the apostle of the Sacred Heart. At minsan sa kanyang panalangin, very visual, na kinuha ni Jesus ang kanyang puso. In a way, it was kind of a horror movie, her vision of Jesus. Jesus taking out his heart from his chest, holding it in his hand, and giving it to Mary. This is my heart that loves all so deeply and so greatly. So in a vision like that, para ka naman talagang siraulo na ikukwento mo sa mga kapwa mong madre, nagpakita sa akin si Jesus, dinukot niya ang kanyang puso, hinawakan niya ang puso at binigay sa akin. I think kung ikaw rin na makarinig ng ganung kwento, magtataka ka rin at magsususpetsya ka. Medyo siraulo na yata tong madre na to. But no, as one priest, one Jesuit priest came and became her spiritual director, naging santo din, si Saint Claude La Colombière. Ang sabi ni Saint Claude, hindi authentic ang kanyang mga vision. Kailangan tayong sumuko sa puso ni Jesus sabagat meron siyang sinasabi sa atin. And in the context of the 17th century, there was a heresy at that time called Jansenism, na nininiwala yung mga Jansenist na si Jesus ay hindi naman talaga naging tao, siya ay Diyos lamang, pero hindi naging tao. And Saint Claude saw the vision of Margaret Mary as the reminder of Jesus to all, that He is human. He became man like us. He had a body, He had a heart. That is the significance of the visions of Margaret Mary during that time, 17th century. Jesus reminding all people at that time, I have a heart. I became man to show my love to you all, and my heart and my body is given to you. Kaya sa ating pagdiriwang ngayon ng kapistahan ni Margaret Mary, napakaraming pwede nating matutunan tungkol sa kanya. But let us focus instead on these final words of Margaret Mary, to lose ourselves in the heart of Jesus. I think yun ang pinakamagaan na pwede mong maranasan sa iyong buhay. Just to set yourself free in the loving embrace of Jesus. Di po ba, pagkayakap mo ang iyong anak o ang iyong mahal sa buhay, you become so free. Lahat gagaan because of the loving embrace of someone you love and someone who cares for you. And that is the heart of Jesus. That is what it means to lose yourself in the heart of Jesus. When you allow Jesus to embrace you, when you allow yourself to be loved by Jesus, then everything becomes so light, even if things are difficult. When you allow the heart of Jesus to love you, everything becomes clear, even if around there is so much darkness. So Margaret Mary, napagtagumpayan niya ang lahat ng mga pagsubok sapagkat hinayaan niya ang kanyang sarili na mahalin siya ng puso ni Jesus. He is and He has a heart that is loving and kind. Kaya mapalad po tayo ng ating parokya ay Sacred Heart of Jesus. Because time and again, every time we go to Mass and we look at the image of the Sacred Heart, we are reminded of the words of Mary. There is only one thing I need, God, and to lose myself in His heart. So every day, as you come to this church, I invite you, look at the image of the Sacred Heart, and like Margaret Mary, allow yourself to be embraced by the love of the heart of Jesus. Hindi man masolusyonan lahat ng problema, pero mababawasan at maaaring mawala ang ating mga takot at pangamba sa buhay. Only one thing is needed, to lose yourself in the heart of Jesus, the Sacred Heart, the loving heart of the Lord.